Hi everybody, so the new season has started and the Cayman this time is at Brands Hatch. There is a slight difference now though. They've now got the BMW GT4 in the same class as the Porsche Cayman GT4 that we're in. So it makes the race a bit more interesting. There's still the TCRs out there as well. So quite a lot going on here. Unfortunately though, I have qualified pretty much at the back. This was because on the first lap I tried to warm my tyres up, and then on the second lap I made a mistake. So yeah, it's going to be interesting being this far back. My pace should have been somewhere near the front. So here we go. Let's see what happens. So I've got a bit of space around me, which is good. Last thing I want right now is to lose it right at the start, and somebody's lost it. Just sneaking up the inside here. Just got to be careful. There's an accident up ahead. Oh my god. Right, so all that progress we just made there, made a couple of spaces and then lost it almost immediately. Unfortunately, there's nothing really we could do, but the good thing is we obviously didn't crash, so let's just focus on seeing what happens. So this BMW in front of me, I think he was the one that spun. I think he was qualified in 6th. So it'll be interesting to see how he does. He's probably a lot quicker than the cars ahead of him. Maybe we can just follow him through. So he's looking for the gap. I'm almost sort of wondering if they're going to take each other out, but he's definitely looking like he's being held up, which is kind of understandable really. So this is the first time I've actually driven the Cayman GT4 since the update. It definitely feels a little bit different. I think they changed the suspension and maybe the tyres. Right, he's gone through on the outside. Can I follow him? A bit far back, but let's try it. I'll just stay close enough to him, hopefully. Ooh, we've actually just been pushed out, so I'll try it again here. Let's see if I can just follow him through. Just sneak it in. And I think we're through there. At least if I hug the inside line here, I should hold it. So in practice I was doing like 130s, which seems to be the sort of main pace around here at the moment. But unfortunately, because I messed up my qualifying, obviously we're all the way back here. Just understeering quite a bit there. Oh, just watching this BMW trying for a gap. Meanwhile, the guy behind us is trying to get past us, so just got to be careful here. It's not an easy track to overtake on. Right, that guy's gone wide, so it's another place gained for us, easy. So, noticing the car feels quite understeery. Sort of had it a couple of times now. I've turned in and it's just sort of pushed wide. Just watching that BMW go through. He's definitely on the move. Whoa! Real moment there. Right, well, we've caught up the next GT4, or rather Cayman GT4 now. Obviously the BMW is also GT4. Now, is he just going to let me through, or is he going to fight me? He's certainly holding me up here. Trying to carry some speed on. Unfortunately, blocked a lot of my momentum that I had. And now he's going defensive. Not really much I can do. Oof. More cars gone off up ahead. Whoa! Oh, Jesus. I definitely thought I was going to hit that there. Oh, and yet more carnage. Brilliant. Okay. And this totally threw this guy off. I'm going to try to go around the outside. But there's not really anywhere to go. But it should give me the inside on the next corner. So it's been an eventful race at least, giving us a few chances to move up.
This is okay. Keep those exit speeds up.
Whoa, just trying to get around this guy. I think he's got damage.
Clear left.
These two BMWs are going at it. Can I sneak through? Nope.
Still left. Clear left.
That's annoying. We were following the quick car through quite nicely. So we can just stick it up the inside.
Clear right.
I think we're through.
Nice move, mate.
So we're getting through the pack. So yeah, just not quite used to how this car feels now. I think it's a lot less bouncy than it used to be, but it just doesn't feel quite like it did. So got to probably practice a bit more on it really. The thing that I did read was that they've changed the tyres. I think maybe to stop them needing to be warmed up for so long, they've now made the default, or at least the minimum tyre pressure, really, really high. The downside of this is that I've read on the forums that it can lead to tyre wear quite quickly. So we'll have to wait and see what happens.
Keep pushing. E12.
Okay, up to 12th. A couple of cars up ahead.
Get behind us now. 1.1.
So this is top split. It's quite a high strength per field, 3,100 average. So there's a lot of good drivers around. Oh, just find it really understeering there. So I've tried putting my brake bias backwards, just try to combat some of the understeer. But I'm not sure if it's working.
Okay,
Whoa.
focus.
Yeah, nowhere near the apex. Just understeering right out. And once again, just tons of understeer. So I don't know if that's my tyres overheating or what is causing that. I know this car has quite a lot of assists built in, traction control and stuff, and ABS. So maybe it's just kicking in, making the brakes not work. There's another car off there. That car, by the looks of it, was actually third place. So I don't know what happened to him. Yeah, when you're in situations like this, you just don't have the confidence to fully commit. You're sort of backing off a little bit just in case the car doesn't turn in. Actually finding it feels a bit better without the rear brake bias now. I do have this guy behind me that's still there. Unfortunately, I don't feel I've really got a good lap in, to be honest.
The yellow sectors 2 and 3 are not
Oh, the understeer. That's crazy. So I'm not really sure how the BMW compares. I presume it's pretty even. I have seen in some results some races won by the BMW, some by the Porsche, so that's usually a suggestion that you've got quite an even split of the cars, which is good. But we'll have to see what happens in the rest of the race. Just seeing the cars up ahead look like having a bit of a dice. One of the other issues on this track in this car is I'm not actually sure which gear to be in half the time. Feels like some of it's a little bit too tall for fourth, but so like that corner back there went down to third. Fourth, I feel like it would just bog down, but on the other hand, third squirms around a bit. Same with this corner here. Third, the car gets a bit unsettled, but in fourth, it just seems to not have any go out the corner. But we seem to be gaining on these two at least. It's about 1.9 seconds to the next car. Let's see if we can close that gap. Trying again with the rear brake bias, see if that helps a bit of turning. Unfortunately it does, but at the same time it feels like it unsettles the car slightly. We are closing, so maybe it is working. Whew. Completely sideways there. I don't know if that's my brake bias or just the tyres starting to overheat. Again, bit of oversteer there out of that corner. So we've still got about half of the race to go. Hopefully my tyres aren't going, because otherwise we're in trouble. So I tried that section in fourth there. Felt like it gave me a bit more stability, but I'm sure third would be quicker. Oh God. That was a mistake there on my own part. Just put a wheel on the grass. Just struggling to really tie up a good lap here. Just isn't gripping quite like I'd like it to. up ahead it looks like the cars are all bunched up together, so potentially me and those two cars ahead have actually been gaining on the whole pack, which is interesting. Potential opportunity there. Right, absolutely took a huge chunk out of him there. So is he going to let me past? Looks like he might just let me through. Maybe he had a penalty perhaps, because he's now super aggressive all over me. Don't really know what the situation is here. Try to hold on to it, but he's got the inside. He's gone through and sliding. I'm sliding again. That's a shame. I caught him up pretty quickly, so yeah, to have him back in front of me, it's a bit of a pain. Let's see what happens now then. It's holding me up a bit there. But then quicker on the actual straights. Pulling away now. It'll be interesting to do a review of this and compare it to the Cayman GT4. See what their top speeds are like and acceleration and stuff. May just be that I'm running more downforce perhaps. Right, I'm all over him now. Somehow need to get past him. Looks like he made a mistake there, but he's blocking. I'm going to go on the outside. Can I get a cut back? Nope. Got a good run out though. He's just sitting in the middle of the track. Oh, he's just not letting me have it, and so we touched. And meanwhile, we've got this car behind us. This guy is the guy that went off earlier, the third place guy. But this BMW is so defensive on me. And looks like we're going to be 3 wide. Ah, we've hit. Now the Porsche gone through. I'm not bothered about the Porsche, but that was quite a whack on the side of this, on our car. I don't know whether we got any damage from that. Fair enough, maybe the BMW was quicker, but at that point it seemed like we definitely had the pace and we could have got past him. He seems to drop off now. So let's see if we can stay with this guy a bit. It's just understeering. Although I don't know if this understeer is because of the tyres or because we've just got damage. So he's really twitchy on that compression there. Sort of surprised we kind of kept up with this guy actually, even though we got damage and the tyres are gone. It looks like we might be catching up another group of cars up ahead of him. whole group up ahead by the looks of it. Don't know if their tyres are going off as well. Maybe that's what's happening there. Just have to see if we can catch them up. Just struggling to really tie up a good lap here. Just the car's not quite gripping in the way that I want it to grip. So getting understeer like there, completely understeering, and then the next second we've got a bit of oversteer. Could be the damage, or it could be our tyres. I'm not totally sure. Just like once again we're getting quite a lot of understeer. Just not really working. We actually got the BMW closing in on us again. I kind of want to catch that pack up ahead though. Whoa, another wheel on the grass. Just see the cars in the distance, they almost look like a train.
Just done 133.
Just the understeer is ridiculous. And the BMW is just closing and closing. Wonder if he's not having the issues that I'm having with my tyres. Understeer again. Yeah, just understeered out there. He's gone through. To be honest, I think that's probably for the best. My tyres seem to be falling off, and yeah, he seemed to be gaining quite quickly there, so if he's got the pace we can maybe sit behind him, get his toe, and then actually catch up the pack of cars up ahead. Best case would be he catches them up and smashes them off, but I think maybe we can just follow him through, if we can keep up with him, that is. The car just feels really sketchy on the edge. So it looks like somebody spun up ahead again. So I don't know if this just confirms people were just struggling with tyres. Maybe it's a problem with the Porsche, perhaps. Porsches maybe kill their tyres and then they just all fall off the track, and the BMW maybe survives a bit longer, and that's why this guy is just now pulling away from us a bit. I don't know, because I don't know enough about the BMW yet, or the changes they've made on the tyres. But certainly if I was to race this again, I'd take it a bit easier probably for the first half of the race at least, and try to preserve my tyres a bit more. Might actually help, considering you're sort of stuck in a lot of traffic at the start of a race anyway. It's usually where you're trying to dice for positions and you're kind of burning the tyres up a bit. So it's tough really. I don't know if I am quicker than this guy or not really. In some bits I'm definitely quicker than him, and in other bits he's quicker than me. It is good that he's dragging us around, but then when I look at my actual lap times I'm not sure how quick really we both are. Although we both do have damage.
Sector 1 is 0.6 off the pace. Sector 2 is 0.8 off the pace. Sector 3 is 0.5 off the pace. There's an incident in Fanatec Hill. You think it might be Kircher? There's 5 minutes to go. 5 minutes.
Oh, another guy's just lost it up ahead. Oh, hard in the wall.
Thompson.
I think that was that guy again. The guy that went off that was in third. Just absolutely lost it. Right, okay, so we're gaining places by just staying alive. So obviously we've got to keep that in our mind and not push too hard. At the same time it would be nice to get past this guy. Just don't quite have enough though. Car just feels a bit loose on the edge, but right behind him once again it kind of feels like he's holding us up a bit.
There's an incident in clear weight. Okay, Paul, push now. We can catch this guy.
But then we understeer and feels like he gets away again.
There's an incident in Fanatec Hill. You think it might be Schmidt? Last light was at 133.2. Sector 1 is 0.5.
I was trying to use fourth through that just to try to keep the car more stable, but it still was squirming around on the bottom. And now it's even sliding here, so yeah, our tyres definitely are on their way out. TCR just letting us through, that's good. Right, closing the gap again. Kind of feel like I'm all over him in some places, but then as you see here he just pulls away. That almost looked like he cut the corner there. Surprised he didn't get a penalty for that. Sliding about as well. So I don't know if it's the damage that's making me slower or if he's just got a faster car. On all the straights it just seems to be pulling away. Trying to carry some more speed through, but we just lose it at the bottom. Gaining another BMW though, so anything could happen here I guess. So he's gone a bit wide, but just the car's just not hooking up for us. Right, oh god. I was thinking I'll carry a lot of speed out of here, try to get him on the next straight, and then he sort of seemed to completely slow down in the middle of the corner. Whether that was intentional, I don't know. It ultimately ruined any chance I had of actually carrying any momentum down the straight. The tyres just aren't giving me enough to even be able to attack, I think. Try put my brake bias back again, but yeah, it's just...
One more lap to go.
It's the thing, you sort of want to get on the power there, but it's just not giving it to me, and it's just pushing wide. Yeah, just not ideal. So I presume this is the higher tyre pressures that they've put on the GT4s now. Basically, you don't have the problem that you had before where it took forever for them to get up to temp, but you clearly have a problem where they then just don't grip anymore after a certain amount of laps. Should be so careful there. So yeah, it's not looking great for the getting this guy to be honest. It's just not gripping enough. So 10th, considering we started something like 22nd, isn't too bad, but on the other hand, it would have been nice to have known what we could have done if we qualified a bit better. Also, we did have damage, so all in all, I think it was alright. Have to try to race this again, see how we do. As always, thanks for watching, like and subscribe, and I'll catch you guys next time.